More than a year I had my last drink. I never planned this, and I never thought it would change my life. But it did. It was my best decision. And I want to tell you my story. Alcohol was not my biggest problem. It was just a normal part in my life. I work as a musician, and I come home very late, and I had 2 or 3 beers just to relax. And that was my routine. An evening with my wife, we drank 1 or 2 bottles of red wine, no problem. When I went to a party, I had drinks like gin, wine, beer, whiskey. I never questioned it. And why would I? Everyone does it. Think about this. Birthdays, weddings, company parties, street food festivals. Almost every celebration starts with alcohol. And let me ask you something. Do you think people would still meet? And do you think people would still talk to each other, laugh and connect if there was no alcohol? Think about that for a moment. I enjoyed it. And sometimes I drank a little too much, but I was not ashamed. It was just my life, a normal part in my life. And then came one day. It was Easter. The whole family was there, friends, relatives, everyone together. And I looked around and I realized something. The main reason everyone was there was to drink. Beer, wine, whiskey, gin tonic, and later at night, shots. And I mixed everything. And by the end of the day, I was a little bit gone. I was not drunk, or in a funny way. I was just foggy, I was heavy, I was not myself. And I did not feel good. And that was the moment something shifted inside me. The next morning, I said to my wife, "Hey, sweetie, I will stop drinking alcohol just for a few days." And that was it. No big plan, no big decision, just a few days without alcohol. But a few days became a few weeks, and a few weeks became a few months, and a few months became over 1 year without alcohol. And something strange happened. I felt calm, I felt safe, I felt sure, and there was no doubt, there was no fear. Just the quiet feeling inside that said to me, this is right, this is me. And I know it immediately, this is my new life. At first I felt good, but I felt even better. But I had one big fear. It was not about the alcohol. My fear was, what will people think? As I said it before, I work as a musician and people offer me a drink. And when I say, "Hey, thank you, no thank you," they looked at me like I was crazy. And some said to me, "But you are a musician, you have to drink?" On our first vacation, after I decided to quit alcohol, I told my wife, I hope you are okay with this, but I want to stay sober during our vacation. I was afraid of what other people would say to me. But after a few months, nobody asked anymore. Everyone accepted. And it became my new normal. But here is something I did not expect. My social life became better. Much better. Without alcohol, I listen to people. I ask questions. I am interested in the person in front of me. Before, part of my mind was always thinking, hey, where is my next drink? Where is my next beer? And now that thought is gone. Yeah. And what is left is real connection. So why did I really did it? There are two reasons. Number one, my children. The time I was drinking and when I put them to bed to read a bedtime story, I was there for them. But I was not really there. My mind was foggy and I was not present. And that hurt me. Number two, my sleep. When I was drinking, I fell asleep very fast. But 2 hours later, I was awake. My heart was pounding. I felt so hot, sweating. My mind was racing. I was worried about things that never happened. And that was not real sleep. Or the heartburn. Every night I had heartburn. But a few days after I quit alcohol, the heartburn was gone. It was completely gone. And I slept through the night like a baby for the first time in years. I'm not here to criticize alcohol, and I am not here to criticize the alcohol industry. They do a good job. And I just want to inspire you. Try it for yourself. Just a few weeks. Because what happened to me next is incredible. My fitness improved. My sleep became amazing. But the best part is something deeper. I felt like a new person arrived inside me. And I think this person was always there. But alcohol kept this person or this version asleep. And now this version is awake. This new version of me is present. This new version is curious, is full of energy, is full of love. And I'm 100% here, fully alive, fully present. I feel this every day when I met people, when I talk to people, or when I make music, or when I do sports, or whatever. I run my own business. I organize bookings, I write emails, I'm on the phone every day, I build up equipment, I drive to the shows, I perform for hours and hours, and I come back home late at night or in the early morning, and on stage I can play 3, 4, 5 hours straight. And the next morning I get up and keep on going. there is no headache, there is no fog, there is just energy. And that is my life now. After I stopped, I started reading books about alcohol. And one book completely changed my view. It is called How Alcohol Kills Mind and Body by Andrew Klochkoff. I put the link of the book in the description below. Check it out and read it. And here are the facts. Alcohol is not just about a drink. And science shows that alcohol is linked to cancer, to diabetes and depression. It makes people aggressive. It destroys families. And I know this personally. In my own family, close relatives suffered from alcoholism. I saw the damage. But let's talk about the normal drinking. Before I stopped, I noticed something. When someone invited me to a party, I was more excited about the drinks than about the person. Think about that. And that is the beginning of addiction. The drink becomes more important than the human. Why do we accept this? Because society tells us this is normal. Look at sports. During or after every big game, there are beer commercials. They sell alcohol as a reward. But they never show you the cost. Let's look at the numbers. The alcohol industry makes billions. And who pays for the damage? In Germany, alcohol abuse costs 57 billion euros every year. In the United States, $249 billion every year. Tens of thousands of people die from alcohol every year. And we pay for this with our taxes, and we pay for this with our health system. Because this substance is sold to us as normal. But I'm out of that trap now. And here is what life looked like on the other side. You become calmer, you become slower, your mind becomes clear, you wake up to life. Every moment feels real, pure and relaxed. Think about it this way. Alcohol pushes your awareness down. It lowers your energy. With alcohol, you cannot reach your full potential. Without alcohol, you can go as far as you want. You are completely alive. And my kids, they notice it. They see a father who is present, who is stable, who is awake. And they know I'm fully there for them. This is not a new problem. Alcohol has affected people for thousands and thousands of years. But you have the power to change your story. You don't have to stop forever. Just try it. Give yourself a few weeks. Give yourself a few weeks without alcohol. Clear your mind. And you might discover a version of yourself you have never met before. If you want to join me on this journey, hit subscribe and turn on notification. And one more thing, this channel is not just about one topic. I am not here to fit into a box. I will talk about whatever I feel like talking about. Because here is exactly the freedom we are building. This is the philosophy of Dean ROK, and this is my lifestyle. Thank you for watching.